Let's do some news. Friday, August 30th. Before we hit the news, let's talk about a general concept. Investing in the stock market, but we will break it down and make it easier by using Victor Wembanyama, Wemby, the number one pick in the 2023 NBA draft. He had a phenomenal rookie season. Those are his shoes. Let's use this as an example of investing. Let's say today you buy his brand new pair of sneakers, his first set, for $170. And you have the idea that in 5 years he's going to be a superstar, best player in the NBA, and everybody's going to want that original pair of shoes. The demand's going to be high, the supply is going to be low, and thus his stock will increase. Or his shoes will become more valuable. You sell for $300, you just made yourself a $130 profit. 76% return on investment. Typical stock investment is just 7%, so a phenomenal gain. You understand how the game plays. Buy low, sell high. You invest, hope things go well, and as it becomes more valuable, you then sell at a point that you're comfortable with. But what if you didn't sell before you were comfortable? You thought he would continue to rise, that 6, 7, 8 years in the season, he would only get better, and his shoes would only be more sought after. But unfortunately, he gets injured. His career is cut short, and no one wants those shoes anymore. And so you have to sell for $100, a $70 loss, 59% increase. That can happen as well. Whether you're investing in players, shoes, or sports cards, or if you're purchasing a company. You can buy a company, and as they grow and innovate, they become more valuable and more sought after, and at some point you can sell your ownership of that company and make money. But if that company has hard times and you try to sell, you're going to have to sell what people are willing to pay. And they may not want to pay what you want. So you will have to lower and lower until they say, all right, that's low enough, I'll buy. Like here. You want to sell those shoes at $170? Not happening. You want to sell those shoes at $150? Sorry, he's injured. His career's over. Will you give me $100 for him? All right, I'll take the shoes. Maybe he'll bounce back, but $100 for some Wembies, why not? You get the game. All right, now let's get to the news. Dollar General released their sales report yesterday. I'm not going to go into the details, but it was bad. Not good. We had talked in previous lessons about how Dollar General had been killing it and just absolutely increasing over the years, especially during the pandemic. Not anymore, they're not. That is a terrible, terrible sign. And the stock market immediately reacted. When they saw the report, everyone holding those Dollar General stocks, just like if you're holding a pair of shoes by Wemby and he gets injured, like, I better sell these right now. And so everyone tries to. We'll get that in a second. Let's look at the report. Go into some of the details. Not just looking at it from the stock market perspective, but as the country as a whole. The majority of their customers feel worse off financially than they were 6 months ago. This is what Dollar General was reporting as they were surveying their customers in the words that accompanied their really poor sales numbers. And they're saying our sales numbers are bad because our customers are worse off than they were 6 months ago. Inflation has continued to negatively impact these households, customers, with more than 60% claiming that they've had to sacrifice on purchasing basic necessities due to high cost, in addition to paying more for their other expenses. They cannot pay for basic necessities. Toilet paper, Cheez-Its. They're using credit cards to purchase toilet paper. Cheez-Its. 30% have at least one of credit card that has reached its limit, so the credit card's got no more money to go. No more toilet paper, no more Cheez-Its. 25% of our customers surveyed said they anticipated missing a bill in the next 6 months. So you can't afford toilet paper. You can't afford Cheez-Its. They also are not going to be able to pay the electric bill this month. Or they're not going to be able to pay the heat bill this month. Or miss the car payment. Not good. Not good for the stockholders, but this does not look good for our country. But let's look at the stockholders. Let's go back to that. Back to the stock market. People that have invested. This isn't economics class, so let's talk about investing. At the top, that line that's kind of light up here, that's dotty, that's where it was. This is where it is. They were valued. The shares were selling at around $126 per share. Now those are selling at around what, $94 per share. There is a 26% decrease. Very similar to those Wembies dropping. The shares or the value of Dollar General plummeted. Why? Because they're not doing well. The company is not healthy. The company is not healthy because the country is not healthy. Customers can't afford to go to Dollar General. That says a lot about our country. When people cannot afford Dollar General, that is tough. But back to the stock market idea of how this worked, that report comes out right here. And the people holding these stocks say, what? I got to get out of here. It's not really worth what I thought it was worth. I need to sell this stock. And so the people at 126 who are owning Dollar General and read that report about how they're not doing good, well, they say, I got to get rid of this stock. It's going to drop soon. Well, everyone else says, yeah, we read that report too, dude. We're not buying it at 126. Well, will you give me 120 for it? Nope. 110? Nope. It's not until I get down and say, will you take $94? Maybe this company will turn around. That's a 6% decrease. Maybe something will happen within the next, 3 months, and the economy will turn around. Please buy this. Don't let it drop any further. I'll buy it. $94. I'll take it. I think things are going to turn around in a couple months. I think we're going to have better economic policy in a couple months. And Dollar General's going to be back, baby. They're going to be right back. So that's how that happens. And you see it bounce around here. But the big, broader picture outside of the stock market is the idea that if Dollar General's not doing well, and Dollar General in the sales report says their customers are not doing well, and can't afford basic needs, then that tells us the real shape of our economy. Whether people want to quibble over, are we in a recession or not? Is the country good? Is it economically, are we doing fine? Are Bidenomics working? When Dollar General doesn't work, when the people can't afford that, I believe that answers your question. Now, let's see, as if the whole country wasn't affected, which they are, as if this doesn't stand for the broader picture of the country, which it does, let's just assume that it only affects Dollar General customers. Well, what states have the most Dollar Generals, and what states also are going to largely impact the upcoming election? Ohio proliferated with Dollar Generals, 975, a state known for its Dollar Generals. Also, a state some consider a swing state, if not for the presidency, but for seats in the Senate. If Dollar General is doing bad, the people are doing bad. Are the people going to want to stick with the same administration and presidency and the Democrats and stick with that economic policy? It's unlikely. The people that are being hurt by Dollar General want something different. Where is another state? Michigan, not a lot, but a swing state, and still a pretty popular Dollar General state. People are struggling. Do they want the same policy, or do you think they're going to want to change? Pennsylvania, another largely supported Dollar General community. They're hurting. Big time swing state. You think they're going to say, let's just keep going this way? Or are they going to want to change economic policy? North Kakalaki, 1010. Another swing state. Another bad Dollar General state, which tells us about the economy. And then another one in Georgia in 1030. So a lot of different takeaways from this news break. We talked a little about stock exchange. We talked a little about how this broadly describes the entire country. And then last, how the Dollar General report could impact the upcoming election. That's the news.